Howdy everyone, and I'm going to show you how to use CCIP RP for sim battles. Now, I'm going to be doing it in the Harrier because this thing has a ballistics computer for bombs, rockets, guns, basically everything. This will apply for everything that also has those. Now, most of the American planes, such as the A7, if you watch the video that I did in VR where I was practicing with it, um, they all pretty much look that same way. There might be a little bit of a difference, but they're roughly going to work the same. You're just going to be looking for the same kind of, I guess, impact point, target, reticle thing. It's going to be roughly the same. So anyways, I'm going to take off. First of all, I'm going to be doing this in mouse aim. I'm not going to be doing sim battles because it doesn't really matter whether you're in sim or not. You can do this in realistic if you want to, just for fun, but there's no point. I'm just doing this to show you what it looks like and how to use it. So when you're in sim, you aren't missing your bombs. You're not having to eyeball the bases or convoys because CCRP is very good for that. And I'm going to show you how to set up a target point in the site so you can learn how to do it first. So first, we're going to go down to the controls. And you don't have to be in, you can be in mouse aim and set this up. You don't have to be in sim already, but first you're going to scroll down. You're going to need this. You're going to need switch site mode and cockpit. You can have it for anything you want to. It doesn't matter. Now, to activate a target point, which is going to give you a, you'll see what I'm talking about when I actually get to that part, but this is how you activate it. Now you can have another button to deactivate it, but I would, but just for this, I'm not going to. I'm just going to have it as this because I normally don't use it that much. But for a plane that when I do use the F-105, when I get it, or the A7, I normally just use the CCIP. I don't really use the RP, but this is for the people who want to because I know that it is useful. So that's all you need to do. Now we're going to take off. Almost came off that carrier sideways. Now, like I said, this is very easy to do. It's not very hard whatsoever. Um, After you learn how to do it, you're probably never going to miss bombs again. And I didn't know how to use it. Um, there's no point in eyeballing your bombs in Sim if you have this tool available because you're basically, once you start using it, you're going to get to the point where you're never going to miss a bombing target no matter. You can try to miss. The only way you would miss is if you don't use it and you just eyeball it. So anyways, we're gonna hit that AA that's all the way out there. I'm gonna hit him with two 1000s. So let's get in the cockpit. So now that we set up that key to change the sight, this is the standard sight. That's for the cannons. And once you get to a certain point, you're gonna get the CCIP for the cannons. Now we're hit it one more time. That's the bombs. Now you're not gonna see anything yet until we get a certain point to the ground, and then you're going to see it start rolling up the bottom of the site, and it's going to start coming into view. It'll start showing up here in a second. There it is. Now we just need to get that guy in that circle, and then we're going to hit the target right there, and he's dead. So that's how you do that. Now I'm going to drop the rest of my bombs so I can get them all back to show you how CCRP works. It's very easy to do. Now we're going to fly quite a ways out because when you're in the sim and you're looking for targets that are going to be really far away and you spot a convoy or something like that, you're going to want to put the bomb target point behind the enemy in the back. Because when you do this, the bombs are going to fall in a line, roughly. They're going to try to fall in a line. And a plane with a higher payload is going to be able to do this better in terms of how far the bombs spread out or how many targets you can hit with it. So we're going to turn back in now. You'll see what I'm talking about. So my bombs are going to be coming back. Let's switch to the bomb site. Now we get this reticle. Now I'm going to place it right there. Now you see that line in that little circle. We're going to place it and be even. And you can see the countdown circle for when we need to drop it. And we're going to do it right now. These might not be perfect because I wasn't in a straight line, but you're going to say, oh, we aimed really far back, by the way. I still hit it. So we actually hit both of the vehicles, and that actually turned out a lot better than I thought it was going to. So as you can see, we had one impact directly on the target point, well, two. One 1000 hit directly on the tank, and then we hit a little bit behind it. So you see how they're going to try to land in a line like that, and the closer you can get to the rear vehicle, if we had that target point a little bit closer, like where the middle bombs hit in between like the spread of impact points, we would have gotten that last 1000 directly on that truck basically. Now the higher up you are, the more they're going to spread, as you can see. And we only have 5 bombs, so it's not like we really have a very high payload to be dropping and doing that, but that would work if we were needing to use it on a whole row of enemy tanks or something. Now, it could be argued that it's easier to just use the CCIP to do this and just drop multiple times. And if you're really high up and you're really fast in something like the F-105, with a higher bomb load, like a lot of 750s, that might be more beneficial if you don't want to get too close to the ground and use it at altitude. So that is an option. But anyways, guys, that's how you do that. That is very simple. So anyways, hopefully you enjoyed. If you want to see another tutorial on something else, I will show you. Now the impact points for the rockets and the missiles uses the same kind of reticle as the bomb. CCIP uses the same reticle. You just have to cycle through the different ones to show how to, a different site, like bombs, cannons. So anyway guys, I will see y'all later.